saying that I gotta have to do it. I was gonna do it sideways view, but I have to do it this profile view, and I'm not sure I was prepared for that. Let's see what I can come up with. Anyway, my name is John Henry Sheridan, as you may know, and I'm going to do a video about harvesting potatoes online live from a cardboard box. Okay, figured it out. Okay, got on the stand. Let's go into the garden, and there is the potato box right there. Been growing for I planted one at the end of March and one beginning of May. So we're somewhere in the 90 to 110 days mark. And here we go. Time to open it up and see what's there. Okay, let's see if I can turn it a little bit. All right. So I've done this a few times already, and it's fun. So at some point oh wow, it's just one. Let's see, I don't know. I've harvested one box like this. I've harvested two 5-gallon buckets, and in all cases we got a decent amount of potatoes. They're kind of smaller when you do it like this, but you get a harvest, and I like it better than doing it in the soil because I only have very limited soil to work with at my mother's house here in Brooklyn, New York. And that soil is generally a little bit too compacted, and which means not great for growing them tubers. So
does
let's
anybody
see
know
what we
this
got.
band?
I don't know if they can see it, but
Does anybody know this band? Flotsam and Jetsam?
Flotsam and Jetsam. Any Flotsam and Jetsam fans out there? Alright, so just pulling out chunks of soil. By hand, trying not to get too messy here. I'm going to reuse this soil in a big pot soon after. See what else I could plant in this good soil, but I guess it's a little bit depleted, so I'll have to add some fertilizer. Okay, so far not coming up with too much here. Alright, so I got there's one potato, two potatoes, there's a purple one. I'm guessing I planted two potatoes in this box, two seed potatoes in this box. I'm thinking it was beginning of May. So I did two plantings, basically beginning of April, beginning of May, and a month apart. So I'd have stuff to harvest, not all at the same time. Okay, here we go, there's another one. So far number 3, all kind of good medium-sized purplish potatoes. Yeah, when you plant in a box like this, here's a small one, tend to be on the smaller side. But again, the reason I like doing in boxes is because you can really control the soil. When I was planting in the soil at my mom's house, I just couldn't get it to be porous and kind of soft enough to grow the potatoes well. I got some results, but they were a little bit disappointing, so I thought I'd play around with it. Also, once you plant it in a soil, you can't move it, but if you plant it in a box and you want to change the location to get more or less sun, you can do it in the early stages. Later on, the box gets too soft. So, not a heck of a lot of potatoes yet from the one plant. Alright, so this one's a little bit lackluster. But I'm saying from the other boxes, I did one of the box, I got 20 plus potatoes. I'm getting some more small ones here. Yeah, counting medium and small, there's about 7 in there. Gardening in general is just kind of like one big experiment, you know. But it's good to get your hands in the soil and have a relationship with your food. That's what I feel. Usually there's some hiding. Here's this one that was stuck in the box. Another kind of medium-ish one. I'm running out of room inside of this box here. Okay. Well, trying to create some room by ripping the box up a little bit. Alright, so looks like that one potato was, I don't know, I said 7 or 8. I'll be a little careful when I reuse it, but let's say, I don't know, that was kind of from one plant. Not that impressive, but whatever, we're just learning. The other ones, the other boxes I did had a lot more results. So I don't know if the amount of sun was different here, or the quality of the potato, or if I treated the soil a little different. Maybe I could have waited longer. Okay. 1, 2. Look at this one. Pretty juicy one right there. Another nice one. Another wheat. Small one, but Yoko will still, my wife will still cook them and we'll still eat them. They're quite good even if they're small. Alright, there's another small one. Another medium one. Another medium one. When you do them in boxes, they tend not to get very big ones. But again, that's alright. It's just so fun to be able to grow your own potatoes, because potatoes is a real meal, you know. Growing lettuce or kale is super nutritious and complements the meal, but it's not going to satisfy you. Another purple, dark purple one, not going to satisfy you in the same way that potatoes would. That was another kind of small red one, reddish purple. candy-sized ones. A couple more small ones. It's definitely cool. You put in, you know, this seed potato. Doesn't look like much, and then grows into a plant, and then you're harvesting actual potatoes a few months later. It's kind of weird, but kind of fun to farm it, you know. Here we go, getting some nice ones here. Yeah. Finding the mother is pretty gross because it's like this kind of goopy, watery slop that doesn't smell good. Nice. Okay, other few medium smalls. Pretty much everything has been medium small to small. I wouldn't say anything medium and definitely nothing large. But hey, pretty awesome. Because you could pay, I don't know, $5 at least or $6 for these are nice kind of special potatoes, I think. Not your typical Idaho potatoes. So these would cost a few bucks at the supermarket for sure. I mean, with all the water you use and supplies, I really don't know if I'm saving any money by growing potatoes on this scale. But it's really great to eat your own. They taste great. We've been eating them, our harvests, and just something magnificent about growing and harvesting your own potatoes. I think we've reached the end of this box. Yeah, not really seeing anything else here. But like I said, I'm going to reuse this soil, and I have things that containers that want to be filled with soil, so I've got some good soil ready for that. And before I do that, I'll just kind of feel the soil out, make sure I'm not missing any potatoes. I love touching it with my bare hands. And this soil, by the way, is a mix of peat moss, sort of leftover ordinary garden soil, newly bought container soil. Then I put in some fertilizer that I have, vegan powdery fertilizer. Then I put in, did I say peat moss already? Peat moss. Sand to make it kind of loamy. And then worm castings and compost. So it was a kind of complex growing medium, which is partly why I had so much confidence that we get a harvest. So
Talking about Flotsam and Jetsam, does anybody know this band either?
Rothschild America? I don't know, do we? Okay, so guys, this is our final thing here. From the side view, I'm in there, I don't know, I'd say close to 20 if you're counting the small ones. Maybe, yeah, we got more of the reddish ones, a little less of the purple ones, but you know, a box of potatoes. That's what we got. And to give you an idea of the size, the sun, I can't actually see what I'm showing you. Yeah. These are 1, 2, 5 fit in my hand. This one's maybe the biggest one. But I'm telling you, when you cook these up, these are good. All right, so anyway, that's harvesting some homegrown potatoes from a cardboard box. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you realize that it's possible and it's fun, with mixed results, but it's cool. And maybe you're doing something similar. Anyway, enjoy your day.
Goodbye.
Ta-ta.